Hello, Bobby here with Blissfire Reiki. We are going to deep dive and dissect your psychological so that we can stay at the forefront of your emotional state. And the first card I'm going to pull is a gifting card. This just tells me what gifts we are currently working with. Who am I talking to, and what is predominantly your gift right now? Oh, wow. So strength and completion. So, wow. Everything balances. Okay, so the reason why I said strength is because I pulled the ice bath. And so this is, whenever you do an ice bath, it really alchemizes and fluctuates your energy and your mindset and your mind state, moving you into karmic completion. So you might have just had an ice bath. So I would say take an ice bath, do an ice bath. You can just get in your shower and just turn it on cold. You could do ice on your face, but it looks like Spirit is asking you to jolt yourself in some way to stimulate this karmic completion so that everything can balance itself out. And I'm just going to go again, create a framework. So you're being asked to create a framework. What does a framework look like, Spirit? What does this framework look like? Yeah, well, it's an alchemical transition. Wow, this is so interesting. So these cards are all astrological placements, and I only stuck a few cards in here that give direct directions. And I'm only pulling cards that are direct directions. And that is just mind-blowing to me because a majority of these cards are astrological placements. So here we've got alchemical transition. So you are at the moment going through this alchemical transition. I'm going to just see what the emotions look like. I feel like this is Gemini energy. Is this Gemini energy? Let's just see. I do theorize that there is some Gemini in here. Oh, we're working with Sagittarius. Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Okay, so whenever I get a card like this, automatically I already know that something's going to get gifted to me. And because we're working with completion and balance and framework, whatever you've been doing is working. Whatever you've been doing has been working. And we'll take a look at this. This is last quarter moon in Sagittarius. So again, we're back in completion here. And then we've got Pluto transformation. Wow. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down here. So we've got renewal, inner resources, basic instincts, clearing, reckoning, intensity, extremes. Like this is like power moves. Opposition is opportunity. And so that's what Pluto's doing. It's coming in to present you with an opportunity for growth and expansion. So you're no longer protecting yourself. You are supporting yourself. You are evolving, expansion. So rather than protection, you're in expansion. And these are direct directions. So again, plunge in an ice bath. That's going to stimulate karmic completion to create balance. Having revolutions around your framework and what you want to create, that's going to give you an alchemical transition. And it's also opposition, which is opportunity, because you're doing things you wouldn't normally do. I mean, who just wants to douse themselves in an ice bath? Okay, here's one. So we've got Mercury and Aquarius. Mercury and Aquarius. So we're going to just take a look at Mercury and Aquarius. And And that is also a number 4, which again is the 4 pillars. Number 4. So Mercury, which is also Sagittarius, mental approach, communication style, reflexes, sensitivity of the nervous system. Aquarius is free-spirited, visionary, forward-thinking, galvanizing, embracing uniqueness, and valuing personal freedom. So Aquarius is represented by the water bearer. The water bearer fills up water in the stream or well and carries it back to their community, as was customary to do in ancient times. The flow of water represents the force that sustains life and quenches thirst for a connection with spirit. Aquarius is a symbolized by a highly tapped in person who is able to be a vessel for the water of understanding in their community. So you may be a community leader, maybe thinking about stepping into the community, but I would say that you understand the power of planting a seed. And what you've done is planted that seed, and that is getting ready to come into fruition. Spirit, it's like I always want to sit in a state of gratitude, because when that wonderful thing happens or that wonderful thing comes, I want to know that I was fully committed to the knowing of that idea and that manifestation. So in your verbal expression, you come off as quirky and emotionally detached. You have the ability to be electrifying when talking about spirituality or life from a higher wisdom. Though not flamboyant, you enjoy stirring things up and exposing the biases of others. You enjoy debate, but have a tendency to become intellectually receptive to new ideas and are willing to entertain unconventional approaches. This was why you highly value personal freedom. Okay, so let's do a little deep dive here, see what's going on. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is the hand of God, right? The hand of God is giving you a wand, a magical wand. And that magical wand, God is saying, the universe is saying, here's your magical wand. You can create anything you want from this magical wand. What would you like to create? What would you like to create? So let's just see what you're focused on. What is this individual focused on? Okay, so you're focused on judgment, the Sun, 2 major arcana just fill out. So if you're focused on judgment, you're focused on perfecting the self. And also, again, you're focused on balance. Judgment comes in like this to create balance and karmic completion, right? So if you're in karmic completion, this judgment card fill out perfectly, because now it's like you can have whatever you want. You've worked hard. Your trials and tribulations are over. What do you want? What do you want to do? Just do it. Just do it. Don't care. It doesn't matter how much it costs. That money is going to come back to you. Like double, triple, quadruple. Like, I mean, you're talking a complete turnaround in income. So if you are wanting to invest in yourself, now is the time to invest in yourself. You are the sun, this beautiful inner child, healed, vibrant, lots of vitality, in great position. And let's just pretend for just a moment. Okay, so we've got low vibrational frequency, we've got high vibrational frequency. And let's just pretend like you consciously right now, because our conscious is slower than the universe, much slower. And let's just pretend like you're in a low vibrational frequency, okay? And I'm pulling out these cards and I'm like, hey, you are, you know, I'm your higher self. And I'm like, hey, we are freaking on fire, right? We've got the wands, we've got Sagittarius energy. And I'm like, hey, lower self, right? Not one being negative or positive, but listen, we've just been given the gift. Like God just said, the universe just said, hey, here's a magical wand. What do you want to do with it? Right? And so now I'm like, oh, okay, right? It's like your mom or dad coming in and saying, hey, it's Christmas time. Come open up your presents. And you don't know what's inside those gifts, but you're eager to open up those presents no matter what they are. So really, this is what this is about. And so I've got divine feminine energy, clear, direct, another direct message. Okay. Okay, so mother wounds I got. So that would be maybe a little bit of a challenge there. So maybe you're a mother or a father and your kids are close by, maybe fully grown, have moved out, but maybe you fear, and that actually brings a little bit of emotion to me. Maybe you fear not being there for your kids. And so whatever this big step that you want to take, maybe you're, you know, concerned about the time and space that you'll be able to spend with your children or around your children. But it's important to realize that you are creating a legacy. You are creating something that hasn't been created before, and you're showing your kids what is possible. The abilities that you have are going to ripple in through time and space, and you're going to give this gift to your family, your friends, your community. I can see this as a community leader, and you are innovative. You're being called to action in this reading. Okay, let's just see if there's anything to surrender. Surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions, right? So we've definitely got a little bit of conscious mind in the way. So we just want to get that conscious mind out of the way. You are direct. So, okay, and maybe you are struggling with a little bit of discipline, right? Maybe every day you need to have one priority or one ritual that you do. And then that ritual will stimulate the other rituals. But if you're seeking, you look at quest, like you got to go on a quest. Like you got to go do your research. You got to go figure out what the next step is. You got to take action, move things around. We're not hoping anymore. You are a success. You are already a success. You are already in position to do what it is. Now we do have mother wounds. So I would recommend some shadow work around your mother wounds. I do shadow work. You can get my link in my bio, blissfirereiki.com, and I do virtual sessions. So we can do some shadow work so we can clear out any of these negative energies around your mother wounds so that we can clear that clutter out of your brain and give you crystal clear focus and direct action so that you can continue your legacy and your healing of your lineage and the breaking of the chains. You are clearly a seed, and so we want our seeds to be healthy, strong. We want you to invest in yourself because you are at the forefront of humankind. So if you're here, it's time for you to step free because you are already, it's like being in karmic completion, right? Like being completely healed and sin-free. whatever that means, and not knowing it. Like you're already in heaven, but you just haven't, you're not conscious of it. And so here I am telling you that you've made it to heaven. Welcome, welcome to heaven. And I know that it doesn't quite look exactly like you had hoped it would, but it will eventually look that way. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords. Aww. It's time to release those emotions. Look at her. She's ready to release. She's ready to walk away from those emotions. She's exhausted. She's tired. And the universe is like, hey, I'm here. Tell me what you want. Tell me how I can support you. How can I support your beautiful feminine energy so that you can be this beautiful expression? I want to support you. I'm here for you. You're this beautiful child of God, innocent, open to the vulnerability. So again, we're working with Pluto, Mercury and Aquarius, Sagittarius, gratitude. Okay, let's do your Twin Flame Ascension card. Let's just see where you're at on your Twin Flame journey. Where are you? Right? The cards are like, she's done. He's done. Divine creativity, receiving cosmic intelligence. Completion. That's page 99. I bet you that's like the last one. It's the one before last. The next one is compassion and higher heart opening. This is where you're at. That fits right there with completion. Your higher soul holds the template of your unique blueprint. You were encoded with cosmic intelligence to discover who you really are and what you came here